Is religion dying? One perspective is that as science continues to strip away the mysteries of our world, the influence of traditional faith inevitably recedes. We are left with a clear divide: atheists who outright reject the divine, and believers who cling to their faith with unwavering resolve. But what if neither side holds the absolute truth? The problem is that both sides might be fixated on the wrong thing. They are obsessed with whether the God in the story is a literal, objective reality. Think of this like the old Zen teaching. When a wise man points at the moon, the fool looks at the finger. The thousands of names and deities we have created throughout history are simply these fingers, tools designed to point toward a reality we could not otherwise articulate. We have spent millennia arguing over the shape and legitimacy of the finger, completely losing sight of the truth it was meant to reveal. Believers worship the finger as the destination, while atheists dismiss it as a fabrication. Both are failing to understand that the finger exists only to be looked past. So, what is the moon? It is the truth of the universe. None of the religions possess the total picture, yet none are entirely wrong. They are merely different angles, different sensors, looking at the same objective reality. Imagine you are walking your dog down a busy street. To you, the passing cars are complex machines with destinations. To your dog, they are mechanical noises and chemical scents. Both are perceiving the same object, but your internal maps are built from different survival needs. The truth is the terrain itself, not the map, while religion and science are simply different frequencies used to navigate it. Like any perspective, this view is not perfect. Take, for example, the common argument that religion simply teaches us to love others and be kind. On the surface, it seems like a straightforward recipe for social harmony, but a pack of wolves can live together in perfect coordination without ever knowing about religions or spoken laws. So, how do we explain the mystic nature of these religious stories? Why do they feel so fundamentally different from mundane social rules? Consider stealing under the shroud of a silent, suffocating night. If you are caught immediately, the consequences are physical and clear. But when the darkness conceals you, it emboldens your greed. You strike again, sinking deeper into the void. Eventually, though you remain unseen, the community notices the pattern in the silence. Whispers coalesce into a collective gaze, hunting you down until your hidden world is dragged into the cold, unforgiving light of exposure. Now, imagine if religion tells you, God is watching your every move. In that first moment, when you successfully stole the object, was anyone actually watching? No. But you still put an input into the world. You change the reality around you. You cause the owner to wake up to a loss, triggering a chain of reactions. Whether or not you believe in a divine judge, you have set a movement in motion that eventually ripples back to you. This is what we call karma. The gods aren't necessarily watching. The input you created betrayed you. There is a deeper transformation that happens in the shadows. The moment you commit that act, you change internally. You shift from being a part of the collective flow to someone who now scans the world for opportunities to exploit. You become obsessed. You live with the persistent, gnawing fear that your hidden secret will be exposed. Even if it was just a one-off, this act singles you out. It creates a divergence between you and the rest of the world, and once you start down that path of singled-out thoughts, who is to say where it leads? We are not all-powerful beings. We are biological entities, driven by the fundamental need to survive. Think about how our brains function. There are billions of bits of information surrounding us at every moment. We cannot process it all, so we filter. If you decide to buy a red car, suddenly, you see red cars everywhere. Reality hasn't changed. Your focus has. Your brain has started picking out the data that matches your new objective. This is the delusion we all share. Everyone, from the law-abiding citizen to the hardened criminal, is operating within a limited filter, focusing only on what their current state of mind deems useful. The difference lies in what we choose to build our map around. If you are focused on honest work, your filter is aligned with the collective. You aren't attacking the structure of the community, you are participating in it. Your input adds to the stability of the system, reinforcing the trust that holds the masses together. The criminal, however, is fundamentally different. Their filter is calibrated for extraction. By choosing to steal, they aren't just taking an object, they are launching a directed attack on the shared reality of the side they used to belong to. In that sense, criminality is a form of voluntary isolation. It is the decision to stop seeing the world as a shared environment and start seeing it as a collection of vulnerabilities to exploit. We are all living in a delusion of our own making, but the honest person chooses a delusion that sustains the collective, while the criminal chooses a delusion that consumes it. If being unable to experience the whole of reality makes us all delusional, then we are all, in some way, wandering through this vast existence with an understanding of the world that is only partially true. It's like when you're a kid playing soccer in your backyard. You're so hyped up on the game, so focused on the ball, that when it flies over the fence into the street, you don't even think, you just chase it. You are blinded by your own goal, unaware of the cars roaring down the road. And then, boom,